Can mistakes be rectified? Hello, welcome to The Other Way with me, Wolfgang T. I hope you're doing well this beautiful Monday, although it's a bit cold since we're experiencing a cold front this side of town. And to the new subscribers, welcome to our growing family. Thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Now that you're here, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to engage, don't forget to tell your friends to subscribe, because that will help you to stand a great chance to win a random giveaway. Oh yes, I do random giveaways once every month, so you don't want to miss out on that. I post every Monday and every Friday for our Friday guided meditation. And if you've noted, this past Friday I did not post on our Friday guided meditation. It's because I was preparing for the visualization meditation. It is going to be quite handy, so it really needed a bit of preparation on my part. However, in today's episode, we are focusing on whether we can rectify our mistakes. Is it even possible to correct our mistakes? Tune in and tell me. At the end of the episode, don't forget to engage. Tell me, give me input and feedback. Let me know if it is possible indeed to rectify or correct our mistakes. Until Friday, do stay blessed. Throughout our lives, we will make mistakes. We all make mistakes. This goes to show that mistakes are part and parcel of our lives, of our growth process. If we don't make mistakes, there is very little chance of growth. But the most fundamental thing that we ought to invest our time and energies on is to fix and rectify our mistakes. If it's possible, that is. So how do we fix and correct or rectify our mistakes? There are those mistakes that are minor, and then there are those mistakes that have caused severe damage, and then there are mistakes that hurt people deeply. And those mistakes that hurt people, we need to deal with those mistakes very quickly. No matter how much we feel they're unforgivable, be it on a personal level, work related, or with any of your acquaintances or family members, you need to rectify your mistakes. Irrespective of how the aggrieved may feel, you need to own up and rectify your mistakes. Taking responsibility and owning up to your mistake is the best way to acknowledge, instead of ignoring your wrongdoings or wishing for them to disappear. That won't help you in any way. The more you try to ignore your wrongdoings, the more it will reflect badly. You will be perceived as a person who's reckless and bad. People don't take kindly, when you don't show remorse. So acknowledge when you're wrong, acknowledge when you have messed up, and show some remorse. As much as our human nature would throw us on the defense mode, the first thing when you are, instead of trying to show remorse, or instead of showing kindness to something that is untoward, we go on a defense mode. We resist the urge to acknowledge, but instead we want to justify the mistake rather than taking responsibility. At times we might not have messed up deliberately. Even so, it doesn't change the fact that you have made a mistake. So avoid shifting blame and pointing fingers or trying to justify the wrong that you've done. Rather, deal with the problem you have caused, irrespective of whether it was intentionally or unintentionally. When you say to somebody, I am sorry, please accept my apology. Especially if the person who's bearing the brunt feels like they want to hear that or they deserve an apology. Whenever you apologize, it shows that you have a heart, you're a decent human being, and you understand the pain that you have inflicted on another person. So you have to genuinely take time out and apologize. Show remorse. I am sorry. What this does, you might think apologizing probably might belittle your ego, or it will bring you to a state of vulnerability. It doesn't actually. When you own up to your mistake, when you say to people, I am sorry, it offloads a whole lot of distress. It gives you sense of peace. There is no emotional baggage, but the more you have pride and the more you want to hold on to your views, your righteous way of saying that I don't see anything wrong that I've done, it does more harm to you than it does to the person who's aggrieved, unfortunately. Even in the worst case scenario, even in the most heinous crimes or worst mistakes, where you have accidentally killed a person or failed to pay somebody you owe, you still can amend your ways. Whichever way you feel, you can reach out and ask, what can I do to make up for my mistake? When you go to the aggrieved and ask, what is it that I can do to make up for my mistake? I'm certain that if it is within reason, there are practical ways that can help you to amend and remedy the situation. Remember, at times when we own up to our mistakes, not only are we granting ourselves sense of peace, but we are also helping the aggrieved to start the healing process. Even if they may not forgive you at that time when you apologize, at least you are giving them a step closer to a healing process. What you need to understand when you feel like your apology is not being accepted immediately is that people process information differently. We don't respond the same way. So just give the person time to process your apology. Don't expect immediate response, because for some it will take some time to come to terms with what has happened. So allow them that space. Don't force things, don't force matters, but for you to start the process shows a great deal of remorse and accountability on your part. It also gives you healing. All of this might feel too much. It might weigh too much on you. Give yourself time. Think about it before you make your move. But the best remedy is to own up to whatever mistakes that you've made and rectify them. We've reached the end of the episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Until next time, do stay safe and take care of yourselves.